Yeah, ignoring the dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now
the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Ready. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Let's go, D.
To throw is Stewart. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Stewart. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Gets past one man. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 or.
Down to lose 1.
Recon, 132 fighter, 5.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
I'm all over you.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Charlie. Get it.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Oh, Zeke with a quick feed. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
61, matchbox lights.
Young working out of the gun. Caught by Jones. Defense. A solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Dolphins' 47-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Young on 3rd down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
He's not going to get me. Check.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Stewart, operating from the gun. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
2nd and 4. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Saquon Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
To throw on 2nd down. Stewart will get this out to Barkley complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On the draw, this is Barkley, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Stewart. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this will remain a scoreless game. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. First down, Young. And that's complete. It's the tight end, Daniels. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Stepping. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Watch out.
Stewart now to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Stewart. He finds Beckham complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stewart, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Stewart going to throw again. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. To throw is Stewart, operating from the gun. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. First foray into the red zone for Miami. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Looking to throw. Stewart. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now it's Barkley. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Young. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here we go. 18 Gator. 6'6", pull it high.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 20-yard line.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Hey, Delta. Set a tone. 5.
On 2nd and 9, Young. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Young. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up. To the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Here's Elliott. He'll have a first down past the 40. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Hey, Haywood.
Check right. Watch it, 5. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Let's go. Ready.
Young looks to throw on first down. And Thomas has it. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They're running it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jason Barrett, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Topper!
Now a give, right side. Archer. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Go now. 30 base.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Mike 50.
Now.
Young now. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Second down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Stewart. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
General West. Hey, high 7. Undercoach. Look at me. Zip. Go.
Operating from the gun. Young. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
At the 13-yard line.
Ready? 10-2 soft.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Recon, 132 fighter. 5.
A 1st down throw for Young. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now Stewart from the gun on third down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Stewart. From the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And Stewart lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, we got a seal.
Stewart now looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one. on the final act of the third quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Stewart operating from the gun. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stewart. And Stewart lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Hey, foxtrot.
55, Mike 55. Hey,
61, matchbox light, get it.
Young now after the fumble recovery. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Hey, Echo.
Back. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Yo, go.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing football.
Ready?
It's Young on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
First down, Dolphins.
They'll run with Barkley. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. To throw is Stewart. Throwing on fourth down. And it is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Situation, let's go.
5.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check.
Hey, Zoo. Go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a first down throw for Young. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Drop deep.
Young working out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Being chased out left. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
Pull it high. Hey, orbit. Now.
Motion backfield. Mike 52. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
And Young's going to throw it here. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Levante David picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Mike 52 right here. 52. Here we go.
Young with it. 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. On 4th down, Young escaping the press. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Levante David, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Throwing to start the drive. Stewart. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Pilot, 64, weak.
I'm coming after you. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check, 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 check.
Hey, Charlie. Get it.
Young here to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Yes, yes.
That's me.
Bravo.
From the gun, Young, flushed out right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Ready?
To throw is Young. Throwing again. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Young. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New England, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Miami, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.